When you hear the phrase artificial intelligence, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Do images of intelligent robots armored in sleek metal from science fiction films come to mind? I bet many of you envision a world where AI-powered androids walk among us, with synthetic eyes gleaming with knowledge and engineered limbs capable of superhuman-like abilities. While these portrayals often show robots that don't just perform tasks, they scheme, they learn, and they take over the world. One iconic example of this is from the film 2001: A Space Odyssey. In this film, Hal's chilling red camera eye become a symbol of AI gone rogue. While these portrayals often captivate our imagination, they often blur the lines between Hollywood and reality. So, what actually is the difference between the AI of Hollywood and the AI of today? The AI of Hollywood is often portrayed as sentient beings, conscious and capable of mimicking or even surpassing human intelligence. They either show utopian visions of technology solving humanity's problems, or dystopian nightmares of them eradicating or enslaving us. One example of this is from the film Marvel's Age of Ultron. In this film, Ultron is created with the intent of safeguarding Earth, but when it gains consciousness, it misinterprets its mission and realizes that humanity is the greatest threat to peace on Earth. While these cultural forms often captivate our imagination, they often blur the lines between types of AI. They often portray AI as artificial general intelligence, or AGI, which is still beyond our current capabilities. Artificial general intelligence, or AGI, is a hypothetical intelligent agent that's given the ability to learn any intellectual task that human beings or animals can perform. While people like Elon Musk believe it to not be possible, it can be achieved in less than 3 years, or even achieved internally now, many believe it to not be possible. While companies like OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, Google's DeepMind, and Mark Zuckerberg's Meta AI are trying to make this a possibility, it's currently not reality. Current AI is focused on simple, small, narrow tasks, such as recognizing images or translating text. AI can do these tasks extremely well, and sometimes even better than humans. However, there are limitations. These systems are only following a set of rules programmed by humans, and it has no understandings of its input or output. It has no understanding beyond the set of rules it was programmed to follow. The AI of today is still not as terrifying, all-knowing as Hollywood makes it out to be. So let's take one of the most popular use cases as an example, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is becoming increasingly good at creating human-like text and is a small step towards AGI. Through the machine learning process of natural language processing, ChatGPT is given the ability to interpret, manipulate, and even comprehend the human language. While this seems impressive, ChatGPT is still only following a set of rules, and behind this intelligence lies an intricate web of statistical processing, not cognitive understanding. The large amount of text that ChatGPT is trained on allows it to learn the patterns, the structures, and the nuances of human language. While this may seem scary, it's actually not. In my thesis, I relate ChatGPT to the philosophical thought experiment called the Chinese room argument. In this argument, there's a man in the room who does not understand Chinese, but he has a set of rules to follow, so he knows when he receives one input, he has to output another output. Like the man, large language models like ChatGPT don't actually understand the input or output, and they're just following a set of rules. Sure, AI is extremely impressive at crunching numbers and doing repetitive tasks, but human intelligence is more than that. AI is still missing crucial parts of human intelligence that it may never be able to fully achieve. Let's take a handwritten note as an example. ChatGPT doesn't actually know why we cherish a handwritten note more than we do a text message. You may ask it about it, and it may produce an accurate response, but it's still missing something. It's still missing the first-person subjective experience of actually receiving a handwritten note and the feelings associated with it. In my thesis, I look at what is missing from the philosophical side and find that AI is missing two things, called qualia and the subjective character of experience. Qualia was first termed by C.I. Lewis and describes how something sounds, tastes, smells, or feels. It's basically how we perceive things with our five senses. And then in Thomas Nagel's What It's Like to Be a Bat, he argues through this concept of qualia that this first-person subjective character experience cannot be sidelined. He argues that it's not enough to know everything about a bat. It's not enough to know about a bat's body structure, how it flies, its sonar system, and everything about a bat. To truly understand a bat, one must know what it's like to feel like a bat, which is essentially impossible. It's this private subjective aspect of mind that AI has been unable to replicate or be trained on and may never be able to be achieved. So zooming out, what actually is AI? AI is a broad field that touches everything from our social media feeds to self-driving cars. AI today is a tool, a sophisticated tool. And like any tool, it's not inherently good or bad, it's how we use it that matters. We need to have a balanced understanding of AI, and as future leaders, students, and educators, we need to know about AI's true capabilities and potential. I believe that we should not view AI as having an alternative to human intelligence or having human intelligence. Sure, what AI creates is extremely impressive, but what it creates, it does not understand, and it still has no understanding beyond the inputs and outputs it's producing. So you may be wondering, what are the actual steps that you can help shape the future of AI? First, you can be informed. Follow all the latest developments in AI and understand their implications. Second, be critical and creative. Don't just accept things how they are. Think about how they can be used responsibly and beneficially. And finally, you can get involved. The future of AI needs diverse perspectives. Let's be informed, let's be balanced, and let's grow with AI. The future is in our hands, and we have the power to lead it towards a healthy path of development and acceptance. Thank you.